Everything was hazy. The man couldn't remember where he was or where he had been. It was dark. He was sitting behind a box in an attic, and an axe lay next to him as he heard the sound of children playing and getting ready for bed. It all began to come back to him. How long had he been reliving this very night? 1 year? 10 years? 100? Either way, it always starts the same. In an attic, behind a box, next to an axe. And he could only watch through his own eyes, like being stuck in a painting, as his body began to move on its own. The sounds of the children and couple had stopped, and no one was moving in the house. There was no stopping himself, no matter how much he tried, how much he struggled. The man headed towards the attic door. As he did, his internal panic set in.
Please, God, make it stop. I don't want to see it again.
This was futile. He was in the hall now and headed towards the master bedroom. The man approached the sleeping married couple, raised his axe, and brought the blunt side down on the husband's head, fiercely and swiftly. Without pause, the man raised the axe ferociously, and before bringing it down, got the axe stuck in the ceiling. As the wife began to wake, he yanked it out, turned it around, hitting her with the bladed side in the face repeatedly. The man's conscience had a sick feeling as he knew what came next. He turned around and headed to the children's room, where the couple's 4 children lay sleeping. The man internally was trying something, anything, to get his body to just drop the axe and run, but it was useless. He was destined to repeat this day for the rest of eternity. The axe raised and the blunt side came crashing down on each child. The body stood there to admire its work, while the man watching from inside began to feel sick. This wasn't over. But he had given up on trying to stop it. He was as much a coward in death as he was in life. His body began to move back down the stairs, towards the room where the final 2 girls were sleeping. The man creeped in and took out the younger girl the same way as the rest of the children. The older sister began to wake. The stranger smiled slightly at her as she looked up, and he brought the axe down one more time. Internally, the man knew they were all dead, but it wasn't over. He watched as his body went back to each room and took sick pleasure in mauling the bodies repeatedly. And then it stopped. A few moments of pure blackness. Then the haze creeped in. He was sitting in the attic and heard the sounds of children playing and getting ready for bed as he sat behind a box next to an axe. I'm Rob Coakley, and this is Hometown Ghost Stories, the Axe Murder House, Villisca, Iowa.